Good morning, students. Joined with your social science teacher, Joseph Linos. Today, I am going to present Civics second unit, Central Government. The central government consists of three organs, namely Union Executive, Legislature, and Judiciary. President appoints the Prime Minister and the other members of the Council of Ministers. The Parliament of India consists of three parts. They are the President, Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha. The Attorney General of India is the highest law officer in the country. He is appointed by the President of India. The Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution. The Chief Justice of Supreme Court in India is appointed by the President of India. Budget session is from February to May in Parliament. Monsoon session is from July to September. The President is designated as the first citizen of India. President of India. The President is elected by the Electoral College in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. The Electoral College consists of the elected members of both houses of Parliament and the elected members of the states and the elected members of National Capital Territory of India and Pondicherry. The President is elected for a term of 5 years and can be re-elected. The power and functions. Executive powers, legislative powers, financial powers, judicial powers, military powers, diplomatic powers, emergency powers. Executive powers. Every executive action of the Union shall be taken in the name of the President. The President appoints the Prime Minister and the other members of the Council of Ministers. He appoints governors of states, Chief Justice, and other judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. He appoints the Attorney General, Auditor General, Comptroller, Election Commissioners, members of Civil Commission, and ambassadors. He is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Force of India. The President can appoint Army, Navy, and Air Chiefs. Legislative power. The President is an integral part of the Union Parliament. All bills passed by the Parliament become laws of acts only after getting assent of the President. The President can dissolve the Lok Sabha before the expiry of its term. He nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha. Financial powers. Annual budget of the central government is presented before the Lok Sabha by the Union Finance Minister only with the permission of the President. He constitutes a Finance Commission after every 5 years. Military powers. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Force. He can declare war against a country or make peace. Diplomatic powers. The President appoints Indian diplomats to other countries and receives foreign diplomats posted to India. All treaties and agreements with foreign states are entered into in the name of the President. Emergency powers. The President has been empowered by the Constitution to proclaim national emergency under Article 352, state emergency under Article 356, financial emergency under Article 360. Vice President. The Vice President is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. As the chairman of the House, he carries out several functions. Vice President regulates the proceeding of the House. He decides the order to the House. He decides the admissibility of a resolution or questions. He suspends the House in case of a grave disorder, when the President is unable to do so due to sickness, or when the post of President becomes vacant due to resignation, death, or removal by impeachment, etc. The Vice President can act as the President. Power and function of the Prime Minister. Article 78 mentioned the duties of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister decides the rank of his ministers and distributes various departments. The Prime Minister decides the dates and the agenda of the meeting of the Cabinet which he presides. The Prime Minister is the head of the Cabinet and the other ministers are his colleagues. The Prime Minister informally consults 2 or 3 of his senior colleagues when he does not convince a cabinet meeting. The Prime Minister supervises the work of various ministers. To converse to the President all decisions of the Council of Ministers connecting to the government of the affairs of the Union and proposals of legislation. The Prime Minister acts as the link between the President and the Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister is the leader of the nation and chief spokesperson of the country. The Prime Minister represents our nation at all international conferences like the Commonwealth Summit of the Non-Aligned Nation and SAARC nations. Power and function of Parliament. The Parliament of India has the functions of legislation, overseeing of administration, passing of budget, ventilation of public grievances, discussion of various subjects like development plans, international relations, and internal policies. Parliament is also vested with powers to impeach the President and to remove judges of the Supreme Court and High Court, Chief Election Commissioner and Comptroller and Auditor General of India in accordance with the procedure laid down in the Constitution. The Parliament exercises control over the executive through asking questions and supplementary questions, moving motions, of adjournment, discussing and passing resolutions, discussing and passing censure motion or vote of no confidence. The Parliament has the power to change the boundaries of the states. Power and function of the Lok Sabha. Any bill can be introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha. It has the same power as Rajya Sabha to participate in case of impeachment of President and the judges of Supreme Court. It has equal power as Rajya Sabha in passing any bill for constitutional amendment. Lok Sabha members have the power to elect the President and Vice President. Motion of no confidence can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. If it is passed, then the Prime Minister and other Council of Ministers need to resign from this post. Qualification of Rajya Sabha members. He should be a citizen of India. He should not be less than 30 years of age. He should not hold any office of profit under any government. He should be a person with a sound mind. He should not be a member of the Lok Sabha or any other legislature. The Attorney General of India. He is appointed by the President of India to give advice the government of India upon such legal matters which are referred to him by the President. Further, he has the right to speak and to take part in the proceeding of both houses of the Parliament or their joint sitting and any committee of the Parliament of which he may be named a member but without a right to vote. He enjoys all the privileges and immunities that any available to a member of Parliament. Thank you, students.